Hello, John Falcone here. I bet you didn't know swing trading could be this simple. Ready to unlock some secrets? First up, stochastics. It's all about spotting momentum shifts. Look for crosses above 20 or below 80. Those are your entry and exit signals. Next, the CCI or Commodity Channel Index. When it hits above 100 or below 100, it's like a neon sign flashing buy or sell. Now, RSI divergence. When price moves one way and RSI moves the other, it's a hidden opportunity. Think of it as a heads up for a trend reversal. Volume's your best friend here. A spike in volume can confirm a breakout or breakdown. No volume, no trade. Now let's talk about EMA crosses. Watch for the 3 EMA crosses. They signal potential trend changes. The 3 EMA crossing the 8 EMA is crucial for confirming direction. Using this additional confirmation with the 8 EMA cross helps to ensure the trend direction. Spot a bullish engulfing or a hammer along with the other indications. That's your green light to go long for sure. Before placing your trade, it's crucial to know the market trend. Keep an eye on major indices like SPY, QQQ, and DIA. Combine these tools and you're not just trading, you're swing trading like a boss. Now let me show you some examples using these indicators.
Okay, let's go over some examples. Let me first explain to you the indicators and what they look like. Like I had said, as one of the confirmations, I used the 3-8 EMA crossover, and that is this green line, and the red is the 8 EMA. And in my system, if you have TradingView, I can give this script to you. But when the green crosses above the 8, it's a buy. You get a B. When the green crosses down through the 8, 3 EMA through the 8, it's an S, which is a sell. And I like to have the 20-day moving average, the 50-day, and the 200-day as reference because I like price to be above those three. And here we have volume, stochastic, RSI divergence, and CCI. Now let's look at the SPY. It looks like today we had a bullish engulfing, which means that this whole red candle engulfs the day before, which is very bearish. It's one of the most bearish candles. And we had higher than average volume on the way down. Stochastics was overbought, and percent K is coming down through percent D. The RSI divergence hinged down and turned red, and so did the CCI. So it was a bearish day. If you would check all these off as bearish, 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 it's leaning towards a little bit of a pullback here. Who knows how much? But as you can see, the SPY likes when it gets a wide divergence between price and the 20-day, it likes to pull back to that. So I think that we're going to pull back to the support, which is the 20-day moving average. Could be, I'm not saying tomorrow, could be a few days, the end of the week, beginning of next week, but I believe we will pull back. Now let's go to the Qs, which is basically the NASDAQ. Again, we had a bullish engulfing candle, higher volume, stochastics, bearish, going down through, RSI divergence hinged down, turning red, green is positive, red is negative, and the CCI down. So it's a down day. Where are we going to go tomorrow? Who knows? Again, I like using the 20 as support. Hopefully we don't go through the 20. We are getting in the earnings season here. We'll see what happens if we break the support. Once resistance, also when it breaks through, becomes support. Same thing, when you break through support, then that 20 becomes resistance. And who knows how far we could go. We just got to be careful and keep track of that. As I just happen to have something is that the normal range is $6.99, and our daily true range was actually $9.82. So we're really volatile today. Let's look at DIA. Wrong one. DIA was negative also today. Higher volume on the way down, crossed on stochastics to the negative side. Same thing with the RSI divergence. It's turned red coming down, and same with CCI. So we'll see what happens here. Could have a little bit more of a pullback. Sometimes it just will test the 8 EMA and bounce off, or maybe come down to the 20. So we will see. Now let's look at IWM, which was, I believe, up today. Yes, it was. We have a very long wick, though. We went to the buy on the 11th. The volume wasn't above average, but we had some decent volume. As you see today, this is resistance. We broke that resistance, and then the sellers came in and pushed this down. We have this quite a bit, it's a pretty long wick, and the stochastic is crossed down, which is bearish. The percent K through the percent D, the blue down through the red. The RSI divergence is flattening out. Same with the CCI. So we got to watch this. This is kind of could be a pivot point because we stopped at this resistance. Could be that we're going to do the same thing where we're going to come down and actually test support. But we will see. We just have to be careful on taking any new trades and basically be a position trader. If you're going to do a few longs, you might want to protect yourself with doing some puts on the SPY or the QQQ or something like that. Let's go through a few stocks now that to show you the 3-8 cross and crossing the 20 at the same time. This is a scan that I have. Here is ASTH, and again, it was on Monday. It had crossed, so it was a buy the next day. As you can see, it had it had high volume, almost twice the average volume. Stochastics had crossed, and same with the RSI divergence is green, and then the CCI. But it does look like it's hit a resistance point right here. So we'll have to watch that and see if that actually becomes a resistance or it continues through. But this is very, very, very strong day, up $1.43, almost 2.5% on a down day. Then there's Avnet, ABNT. Yesterday also had very high volume. Stochastics crossed up. RSI divergence is green, hinged up, and same thing with CCI. It does have a long wick, which is resistance for tomorrow. Here's the next point of resistance at 51.51. I have a support resistance dynamic in TradingView, where if you have TradingView again, I can show you where to find these indicators. But this is one that looks to me like it's going to continue up. Let's go through one more. TDS broke through 3 across 8, had a buy signal with the EMA crossing. Volume, as you can see, was diverging up like this, higher and higher. Stochastic had crossed right there. RSI divergence hinged up, turning green. Same thing with CCI, up $1.11 today. Here's a resistance point right here. We'll see if we hit that like this. Are we going to hit it up here and bounce back down? We'll see. But anyway, that was a good trade. And I actually went into Avnet, ABNT today. We'll see what happens. We can go through one more. UAA, which is Under Armour. Again, it crossed yesterday above Price went above the 20-day and the 3 and the 8 crossed. High volume, crosses up on the stochastics, RSI, and CCI. So it was a very good day today. It was up 33 cents, about 3.64%. We'll see what happens. This was a high today, a small wick. We'll see if this one continues. Let me show you some examples of the sell side. Obviously, you see this right here was the 3 crossing 8 to the downside, so we have an S. But what you'll really notice is, for instance, when the stochastic is overbought, and that's when you get the cross to the downside of the 3 and the 8 EMA and get that sell signal. So when stochastic crosses in an overbought territory, usually you have a lot. It means you're going to have a lot more momentum to the downside and or the upside, like you saw here, depending on which way it's going. And you can see that RSI is going down, and so is the CCI going down. You could have rode this all the way down until you saw this doji here. You could have taken your profits at this support right here, or most, maybe 75%, and then moved your stop more to break even, or even better than that. But anyway, you get the idea of how this works with the 3 and 8 EMA cross as an additional indicator to confirm either direction. That's it for today. Happy trading, and don't forget to subscribe so you can see more videos like this. The next one coming up is how to manage risk.